Good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to the AP State Council of Higher Education regular program on Fridays, which was introduced by Chairman Prof. Chenna about 2.5 years back to inculcate or to give some importance for reading both English as well as Telugu books for the students of the present generation. The top of the book review program. Today we have got with us 132nd episode of the book review. The book is being none other than the famous Indian writer R.K. Narayan book, Waiting for the Mahatma, a novel of Gandhi. This book is being reviewed by Professor G. Chenna garu, who is the Professor of this Department of English and Director of International Studies, International Students Cell, Acharya University. He is having 2 doctorates, both English as well as in education, and he was surprisingly who quit his group and services to be interested in the teaching program. He joined in 1980s. So we have a versatile Professor G. Chenna with us to review the book of R.K. Narayan. He is having about 21 years of service, teaching experience with 12 radio talks and a columnist in Inadu daily newspaper, the editorial paper, and publications of 192 research articles, poems, and other things. To his credit, he has got about 8 books, and he has participated in international 98 seminars and national 84 seminars, and 5 poems he has written. He has written about a Telugu novel of Mahatma, and then Sika Kullu Kathal. And he is authored about 5 textbooks in English and presented papers in national and international seminars. His research degrees were awarded students who are about 41 and MPhil degrees over 36. He was also associated with the curriculum design in the syllabus framing and other components in English subjects. So today we have with us Professor G. Chenna garu, another Department of English and Director, International Students Cell, Acharya University, to review the book of R.K. Narayan, Waiting for the Mahatma. Thank you, sir. I'll leave it to you.
Thank you very much, sir. I am so happy to participate here in this particular program. In this regard, I have to thank Professor Reddy, Chairman, at the same time, here the program coordinator. So, R.K. Narayan is one of the popular writers in Indian writing. In fact, his name is Savathipuram Krishna Swami Narayan. He is popularly known as R.K. Narayan. He is considered one of the trio in Indian writing language. R.K. Narayan, and he wrote many novels, remarkable books. They got momentum in the students. As I have said, R.K. Narayan is the trio. The other writers, R.K. Narayan is the is a writer. Is the opportunity. Indian freedom movement has reservoir to write. I use the word reservoir in this sense here. All these writers, including this trial, and they utilize the opportunity of different agitations like Indian 1942 India movement, 1920s movement, and 1930s non-cooperation movement. They utilize the participation. So R.K. Narayan is very remarkable because even non-literature students can understand that R.K. Narayan is great. In fact, it's a fictional creation that was created by R.K. utilized in all his novels. R.K. Narayan's first novel is considered to be whenever R.K. Narayan was writing his novel, and sometimes he was helped by Graham Greene, one of the greatest writers of the world in his publication. And of course, R.K. Narayan is a Tamilian, and he has his school education, basic education, especially the primary education at the residence of his grandma. Later, he moved to Mysore to his parents. Later, he studied his master's degree at Maharaja High School. He studied in Maharaja High School, his basic degree. Later, he went to University of Madras for his graduation. Later, he went to the United States of America in the year 1956 on the Rockefeller Foundation. He studied. Surprisingly, Arkin started his career as a newspaper reporter in Justice. In Justice newspaper reporter, that was a popular newspaper in those days before India got independence. He was the best. See, whenever we want to examine the novels of his fictional creation, it was a small village in early novels. Later, when he was writing novel by novel, like The Master of Arts, The English Teacher, The Financial Expert, Waiting for the Money, gradually, Malpuri village, which developed from small village to larger village, later small town, later big town like Malpuri that is utilized in Waiting for the Money. In fact, Malpuri Days is a collection of short stories that was written by R.K. Narayan. It was first published in the Hindu newspaper. Later, it was published in a particular book. And though many novels were written by R.K. Narayan, he is popularly known as one. Is waiting for Swami influence. Now, this is a review that I want to give some review in the sense here the summary of the novel and the critical comments and reviewing the whole book of this R.K. Narayan's waiting for. In fact, it was published in the year 19. As informed you already, can successfully utilized the Indian freedom movement, different movements like cooperation movement, civil disobedience movement, especially 1942, Quit India movement. Here in this particular novel, R.K. Narayan utilized Quit India movement for the purpose of this writing. As I said already, Narayan thoroughly used Malgudi in this particular fiction. And whenever we want to come across the story of waiting for a month, we can see the protagonist Sriram. Sriram is a college student. Sriram is an orphan. He has been living with his grandma. He lost both of his parents. Even he lost his grandma. At the beginning of the novel, R.K. Narayan introduces that Sriram lives at Karve Street in Maldives. See, whenever R.K. Narayan utilizes any name, otherwise any street, otherwise any gate, there's a lot of streets. So how cleverly used the name Kabir Street. Here the protagonist Sriram, college students, he lives at Kabir Street along with his grandma. He goes to the college, comes from the college. At the time he what Sriram, he heard that whenever he was walking in the market, Sriram, he looked at a girl, a pretty girl. She was collecting donations. In fact, Sriram, he doesn't know that what is the donation she was collecting for the donations. Sriram makes an inquiry to the shopkeeper, and his name is recorded as Kamai, shopkeeper. He makes an inquiry there. What is the reason that the girl was collecting donations? In fact, before making an inquiry, Sriram was attracted by the girl, the charming girl, pretty girl. He was thinking that how can I make friendship with the girl? The name of the girl is Bharati, and her name is given by now. And Sriram was thinking that how can I reach the girl? How can I have friendship with the girl? Some extent, how can I marry the girl? See, whenever we come across such situations in relation, especially in the Indian certainly we can reflect the dramas of William Shakespeare, especially the and in all copies of William Shakespeare, the lovers are there to love at first sight. Probably R.K. Narayan was motivated by William Shakespeare for his dramas are concerned, comedies are concerned. Here we can see Sriram, the college girl, he was attracted by a girl who was collecting donations. And without making an inquiry, without thinking anything, he wants to donate the girl, not of anything, because he didn't make an inquiry what was the reason she was donating the donations. And he has taken some 8 annas from his pocket, and he put the money in the box of the girl. When the girl was carrying a box, and in the tin box he put 8 annas money. Later he makes an inquiry to Kanai, as I have said, he is a shopkeeper, and he came to know that that donation was meant for the Indian freedom movement. This girl is a Congress volunteer. She has come here along with Mahatma Gandhi. And he wants to know that Mahatma Gandhi has visited here. Here, Sriram lives in Kabir Street in Malgudi. Now, Sriram comes to know that Mahatma Gandhi has already visited Malgudi, and he will have a meeting at on the banks of the riverside. And Sriram has decided that he wants to go to the meeting because he wants to meet this girl. She's a Congress volunteer. Then he comes to know that she's a Congress volunteer or a pretty girl. He is attracted towards the girl, and he comes to know that she is a volunteer, a Congress volunteer. Sriram has decided to go to the meeting because he wants to meet the girl. He's primarily attracted by the girl, not the Mahatma. And whenever there was a meeting at on the banks of the river Sarai, Mahatma Gandhi visited. Here, R.K. Narayan dramatically is given the name of the municipal chairman Nakesh. Quite naturally, the rich municipal chairman, he invited Mahatma Gandhi to stay along with him in his palace, in the sanctuary as a very rich house. But Mahatma Gandhi didn't prefer it. He wants to live in the other colony where the poor people live. See, this is the information that happened in part 1. The sense you are not in part 1 in day 1. Day 1, these things have happened. And Mahatma Gandhi visited Malgudi. He is there in a camp office somewhat nearby the river banks of the river Sarai. And he was invited by the municipal chairman, but he didn't accept it. He wants to spend his time at one of the colonies of the people. Whenever we come to day 2, at the time here, Sriram has decided that he wants to attend the meeting because he wants to meet the girl. Sriram has gone there already. And fortunately, he got a seat in front of the stage. And Sriram's eyes were looking for the girl where Bharati was moving, where Bharati was doing her role as a volunteer. And Sriram looks at the girl at the time here. He heard the voice of Mahatma Gandhi, asked all the people to treat the women as mothers and sisters. Sriram was there in doubt. How can I treat all the women mothers and sisters? Here Mahatma Gandhi has given a call here. How can I look at the girl? How can I avoid from the eyes of Mahatma Gandhi to look at the girl? He's preparing all his such ideas. At the time here, whenever Sriram and Bharati, see, even Bharati recognizes this boy has somewhat interest towards me. At the time here, Bharati also responds. Sriram meets Bharati. Bharati is a Bharati. Bharati lost her parents in 1920. And what he can understand that pitiable condition. But he continues to love her. He was thinking that at any cost he wants to win the hand of God. Sriram wears a different that was not other. In fact, I mentioned already here, a merchant, whenever he goes there, he wanted to buy something, he has some money with him. In fact, he wanted to withdraw 250 rupees from his account, but that was not accepted by the Grandma. The Grandma gave him permission to draw only 50 rupees. From such situation, we can understand that Sriram is not a good boy financially. He is somewhat well off and he wants to spend some money, but he is needed to take the consent of his grandma. And he has some money with his pocket, and he was attracted towards it. At the time he heard earlier, Kanai asked that you Sriram, your grandpa, whenever he was living, he had to pay me some money, he has some debt because he used to smoke Singapore cigarettes. In the sense here, what Akir Narayan wants to get, the social conditions of the day, and the rich people probably like the families of Sriram, and his grandfather was smoking Singapore cigars, the foreign cigars. It shows that social conditions of the day. And later, finally, Sriram, whenever he meets Bharati, and he requested Bharati that he wants to follow her, but Bharati has given the information that I not take any decision, whatever the decision of my life should be taken by me. Later, what Bharati said, then I should make an arrangement. Then I should make a meeting with Mahatma Gandhi certainly tomorrow morning if you can't give Mr. Sriram. I can make arrangement for a meeting with Mahatma Gandhi. Sriram felt happy. Sriram that day he left home. And he was thinking that he comes to know that his grandma was looking for a bride for him. Looking for a bride for him. At the same time, he comes to know that that girl is a country girl, and she wears a bloody saree, of course, very oily hair, and because he's a college student, that's the reason he wants to give the girl with the pretty looks, and he's only interesting the choice of his brand. That's the reason why Sriram thinks that. And then the grandma comes to know that Sriram was attracted to Mahatma Gandhi, probably he may join as a Congress volunteer. But whereas here the grandma, she's not in favor of India getting independence. Very interesting. R.K. Narayan, interestingly, has given this information. The grandma is not in favor of India getting independence. It gives her the idea that the grandma wants to think she's rich, everything is fine, why should we get independence? But whereas Sriram follows a boy like that, he thinks that India needs independence always. At the same time, here how Mahatma Gandhi was struggling, striving to get independence. The pretty girl like Bharati, they are working for the rights of Indians to get independence. This is probably another reason that Sriram was gradually thinking to join in that particular camp. But the basic idea of Sriram, he wants to get a hand on Bharati. He wants to marry Bharati. This is the basic idea he wants to follow. And what grandma is sitting here. Are you sure that you want to take only vegetarian? Then he for Mahatma Gandhi is vegetarian because he follows ahimsa, non-violence. And Sriram also thinks that how the grandma, she doesn't allow the scavengers to stand in front of her and always she keeps them for 10 yards. So through such ideas, R.K. Narayan, he wants to build the society. In fact, R.K. Narayan, he took 1942 movement, though the novel was published in 1955, and he wanted to give the socio-economic conditions of the people. At the same time, and Sriram is for his body. Finally, he has decided that he wants to leave his grandma and he wants to join in that this volunteer. As I have informed you already here, the idea of Sriram, he doesn't want to be a director, but his goal is to marry the pretty girl. For time being, he is able to avoid the choice of his grandma, his wife, and he joined. So Sriram followed the campaign of they were leaving from various streets, and Mahatma Gandhi has given some targets to Bharati, and Mahatma Gandhi treats Bharati as his disciple. Bharati treats always Gandhi as a minister. There are thousands of volunteers in this village. In the meanwhile, 1942 movement was given by Gandhi, which we have. Gandhi was going from town to town, city to city, village to village. Some duty was given to Congress volunteers. Here, Sriram was working in the camp of the group of Bharati. So, member in the group of Bharati is a leader, and they were going from village to village, from town to town, especially as given R.K. Narayan has given this particular place the setting of this part of the model is Memphis. Memphis. Here, Narayan, whenever he wants to give the setting where the action was taken place, always he takes a lot of care for the places and for the dates because this is the historical model. Whenever he wants to write the historical model, of course, Mahatma Gandhi is historical and 1942 is historical, but here Sri Ram and Bharati are quite fictional. And but he took a lot of care at the time of writing this historical. So Sri Ram, along with Bharati, they were walking from village to village. Sri Ram was given a bucket of painting, black paint, and he has taken the brush. He was writing on the walls, Quit India. So he was going from village to village, and the thing was given by Mahatma. And Bharati was following. Fortunately or unfortunately, Bharati, she has gone to other place, and Sri Ram was left. Sri Ram, he was doing his duty at the time here. Sri Ram, he meets a British planter here. How interestingly, how intelligently R.K. Narayan introduced a British planter, a British cultivator, British farmer. The British planter has given shelter to Sri Ram, and the British planter says that I am an Indian. He is a British. I am more Indian than British. He is a truly Indian in the sense here. He loves India, and he is a part of India. At this juncture, we can remember we shouldn't say that all the British officers are Indians. At this juncture, I want to remember the collector historically, the collector of Rayalaseema, Monroe, the collector of Rayalaseema, Monroe, and Indians worship the collector. Indians worship the collector Monroe. Even after the death of Monroe, who was a collector of Rayalaseema, Indians worship not only in Rayalaseema area, of course, but whenever we go to Tirupati, Tirumala, there are many pujas. There are many pujas. One of the pujas is Monroe Puja. So all Indians worship, even the Britishers. Not only Monroe, it's start the culture. They are the British officers. Really, they love Indians. So probably with this motivation, R.K. Narayan introduced here the British planter. The gave shelter to Sri Ram. Sri Ram is a freedom fighter. But he spent for some time there. And Sri Ram can understand the philosophy of the British cultivator, planter, and later, as a part of his duty, he goes from one place to other place. And this juncture, another important task happened in the life of Sri Ram was attracted by another young child. In fact, Jagadish is a photographer, but he has revolutionary ideas terrorists like. Jagadish was attracted by Subhash Chandra Bose. And Jagadish was able to get a transistor. Jagadish gave an opportunity to Sri Ram to listen to the voice of Subhash Chandra Bose. Even Sri Ram was attracted by Subhash Chandra Bose and Jagadish. But his purpose is here, but his purpose is different here. What Jagadish informed Sri Ram that Sri Ram, if you follow my ideas, if you follow the ideas of Subhash Chandra Bose, certainly I shall make a narrative your meeting with the Bharat. This is the basic reason that Sri Ram was attracted by Jagadish, even the rebel activities, the terrorist activities. So here, Narayan brought Subhash Chandra Bose story. The reason here is I wanted to show us the vulnerability of Indian freedom. He wanted to show 360 degree of Indian freedom. If Mahatma Gandhi is celebrated, if Mahatma Gandhi is portrayed, Mahatma Gandhi is painted as a hero of Indian freedom movement. What about here? He introduced the, of course, Subhash Chandra Bose is not seen in this anywhere in this novel actor, but Jagadish was impressed by, motivated by Subhash Chandra Bose. He turned as a terrorist like, and Sri Ram followed Jagadish. Some derailment. Whenever the British passengers they go by a train, they want to derail it and kill. They want to perish some British people. That was the idea for some time. Sri Ram was attracted by Jagadish. He followed the ideas of Jagadish, but the prime motive of Sri Ram here is Jagadish promised him to make a meeting, to make an arrangement of meeting between Bharati and Sri. Here, from the beginning to the end, whenever we comes to the fact of Sri Ram, he easily believes in others. Sometimes we can see that he has no any fundamental basic ideas. Some critics also commented like this. And Sri Ram, he followed him with some violence activities, revolutionary activities. He was there in the list of police for wanted him. So police declared that they wanted to arrest Sri Ram. At this juncture, Sri Ram receives a message from his home in the sense of Malgudi, because he was taken from Malgudi, some miles away from Malgudi. The grandma is ill. Grandma is there on the deathbed. By the time, Sri Ram was wanted from the police, and Sri Ram at any cost he wants to visit his house and the street in Malgudi. Whenever Sri Ram wanted to go there, Sri Ram changed his shape, his disguise, because the police shouldn't identify him. And he grows a very big beard like, mustache like, and the head was shaven because the others shouldn't identify him. Finally, he reaches the, whenever he reaches the light and Dharma was Sri Ram was not easily recognized by the others, but whereas the shopkeeper Khanna recognizes Sri Ram. Khanna is providing some food, not on me, but was taken some money because he's a merchant. And Sri Ram comes to know that Rama has found that the arrangements were going on. Finally, her body was to finish the round. Before lighting the fire Rama, and they have observed that the Rama was moving at toe. The Rama was moving at toe, and they were surprised. She is living, and they observed that later they have come to know that the Rama was living. Immediately, a doctor was there. The doctor gave the treatment. The doctor asked the Rama should be shifted to her, but that was objected by the priest. The priest said that it's not possible to shift the Rama because already she was brought to that burial ground. The person who brought to the burial ground on death, she shouldn't be shifted to what he objected. Sri Ram was there in Delhi. Finally, Rama was shifted to an abandoned house at the outskirts of the town. Here, again, he wants to give us ideas. We especially probably and the priest didn't accept. The person who brought to this funeral ground She believed that she was living. She shouldn't be taken to her home. And Shastra may not accept it. The others, including Srira, they have accepted that. They don't want to take the grandmother home because she was living. She was shifted to an abandoned home. Has given the charge of the grandmother. Sriram requested, take care of my grandmother. Meanwhile, police identified Sriram, the culprit. Sriram indulged in criminal activities, violent activities, terrorist activities, and Sriram was taken by the police. Sriram was imprisoned, was put in the jail. And when Sriram was in the jail, first the college student gets the jailer also responds, spent his jail life for some time, and later he hears sarcastically the jailer comes to know that the house to Sriram and Bharati. The jailer advises Sriram that you Sriram, you need not to marry. You don't marry a jailbird. Then you can marry the jailer has given this advice. You need not to marry the jailbird Bharati. You can marry a good girl. See, in the view of the jailer, Bharati is a jailbird. Since here, she may be arrested, she may be released, and some other activities may be there with the life of Bharati. Then you can marry a good girl. This is the point of view of the jailer. But the point of view of Sri Ram, he wants to marry Bharati at any cost. But Bharati is not seen there. She was arrested somewhere, and Bharati was arrested as a political prisoner. Whereas Sri Ram was arrested as not as a political prisoner, because already he indulged in criminal activities. Whenever Sri Ram was there in the jail, later he comes to know that India got independence. Whenever Sri Ram was there in the jail, he gets the information that India got independence. Sri Ram was thinking that, so everything is very bright outside of this jail, because India is ruled by Indians. Sri Ram was thinking that. Sri Ram was thinking that. So everything is bright outside, because India got independence. India is ruled by independence. In the meanwhile, he gets the information that this grandma shifted to Benares. In fact, it was needed his signature to draw some money from the bank. And Sri Ram, he comes to know that the grandma shifted to Benares. Once again, R.K. Narayan, he wants to give the social conditions of the day. The old people, they want to end their life as Ganges, Ganga in us. That's the reason Shira and the grandma shifted to Benares. And even on the Bangkok, some news. And later, Kamai has given information that their house, the huge house that was given back from the river merchant, and the belongings of the Sierra was kept in. And from this happening is Sierra, because she has gone to Benares, she has gone to Pasi, probably she may end her life there. And Sri Ram, again she shifted to the jail, was there in the jail, and he thought that whenever he got the information, India got independence. Everything is bright outside because India is ruled by Indians. The British have won here dramatically. R.K. Narayan has given the information. From 1942, British movement to 1947, Indian independence daytime. Yeah, Sri Ram felt very happy. But he was not easily released from the dragon because it's not a political person. Bharati was released, but Sri Ram has no any communication with Bharati. Probably Bharati has gone along with Mahatma. India got independence. The Sri Ram family later he was released from the dragon, not along with political questions because he engaged in some criminal activities. Sri Ram, wherever he was released from the dragon, and he was walking in the streets of Mumbai. And earlier, he used to go to a sweet shop, and he went to that Krishna and asked the sweets. He ordered for a jalebi. He was so fond of eating jalebi. Sri Ram ordered for a jalebi, but the shopkeeper said jalebi is not good. Sri Ram was disappointed because in that enthusiastic mode, that celebration mode, he wanted to eat jalebi. That was not available. The shopkeeper also said, here, whenever India got independence, the supply of the raw material of jalebi was even whenever India got independence, merchants, because there is no supervision, because there is no vigilance, they started to hoard the goods. They wanted to keep the goods secretly for better price. Because there was no vigilance, there was no supervision. This was the reason that Sri Ram was unable to get a jalebi. Is a sweet. Sri Ram what he thought would take the jalebi. Whenever India got independence, he is not so because India ruled by independence. But the thing here, what happened here, it was disappointing. That Sri Ram in Malgudi, he meets his old friend Jagdish, photographer. Jagdish had a photo studio in Malgudi, and Sri Ram visited the photo studio because Sri Ram thinks that probably Jagdish may have a partner. Sri Ram visited the photo studio. Sri Ram was able to look at all the photographs and all the photos. He indulged in some violent activities. Taken the photos were taken. But he asked the Jagdish commercial. Sri Ram was upset. He said, yes, I sacrifice that was used by Jagdish to be for commercial. But Jagdish consoled Sri Ram and he wanted to make an arrangement that he has advised Jagdish. Jagdish has advised Sri Ram that he can write it. Jagdish has given some information of it. Sri Ram wrote it. Here, whenever India got independence, 14th night, August 1945, Bharati and Mahatma Gandhi, they were not there in Delhi. They were there in Bengal. They were there in East Bengal. They were there in West Bengal. Sometimes, see, the modern readers, whenever they miss the dates of Mahatma Gandhi, Gandhi was not there historically. He was not there in Delhi. He didn't participate in the celebrations of for Indian independence. Mahatma Gandhi was there in Bengal. He was there amidst of communal rights. He was there amidst of communal killings. Whenever India got independence, and India Pakistan, Pakistan was also given independence. From both these two communities, they killed, they murdered. This is the reason that Mahatma Gandhi was not there in India. Two communities, they were killing with each other. And Sri Ram wrote a letter to Mahatma. Fortunately, Bharati received that. Bharati wrote the reply to Sri Ram. Sri Ram come to Delhi. That Mahatma Gandhi allowed the patient. Sri Ram was thinking that He wanted to go to Delhi by a train. I was thinking that I want to sit comfortably in the train. I want to order my coffee in the train. I was thinking that. Finally, he boarded in the train. But the things were different. The train was overloaded. He was unable to get his favorite coffee. But finally, he reached. So that was reaching from Malgudi to Delhi, probably from Mysore to Delhi. That was not an easy thing in 1956. Finally, he reached Delhi, and his clothes they were almost dating. What Sriram thinks that I'm going to Bharati. Bharati will be my wife for second which she will wash all my clothes. With that intention, he met Bharati. He was thinking that whether Bharati likes me or not, Bharati loves me or not. Finally, Bharati received Sriram warmly. But Bharati asked Sriram to wash my clothes. Sriram can understand it. Bharati is an Bharati is in charge of orphans. It's a who lost their lives, who lost the lives of their parents. Indian freedom. Samabad, Bharati was Samabad. Sriram can understand this. Mahatma Gandhi advised you Bharati, don't call the children by the names. Give them, give them the names of flowers. Give them the names of plants. Give them the names of birds. If you call them by their original name, their community, their religion may be identified. But vice versa. Don't call them by numbers. Even some numbers are related to religion. They may be identified. So how interesting, genius can utilize this particular names, names, Sriram asked Bharati that as excess of you they also mentioned many a time after yes, needed the concept of Mahatma Gandhi gives the concept of we see it looking after this from the especially the children laugh, they are here struggle. That was the main duty of Gandhi depends on Gandhi depends on the gives. But the Sina asked about them. Then what the Sina then we can speak. If meanwhile Sriram thinking, Gandhi gives the consent. Gandhi says yes for our marriage. What are our arrangements? How can I make the arrangements of our marriage? And that is with God. He was thinking that. As she said, as Bharati said earlier, that the next day there was an arrangement. The arrangement. Sriram gets an opportunity to speak to him. Sriram speaks to him. He expresses that he wants. He has given his consent. Mahatma Gandhi would be represented. Sriram magazine. He was walking there, he was walking towards the prayer, and once again he called Sriram. That walking was. In the meanwhile, what Bharati said, Bharati was speaking to Sriram. Sriram, based on the Bharati speaking to Sriram. Sriram, nowadays we have a lot of threat. There is a threat for the life of Mahatma. There is a threat for the life, even for myself. It's a complex word. Except the author, actually, the author wants to prepare the readers from the end of the novel. The author wants to prepare the readers for the end of the novel. Not Bharati said. Sriram nowadays like that, even to me, even to me. Sriram was walking along with Mahatma Gandhi. Whenever Mahatma Gandhi is giving his consent, you Sriram, and I given my consent, both of you, both of you. Sriram felt Gandhi was going ahead. Again, he looks back. He calls Sriram. Sriram, the date of your marriage is tomorrow. Then you can marry Bharati tomorrow. Sriram feels that immense happy. And he also calls Sriram again. You Sriram, I may not attend for your marriage, but you can go here. Yeah, another hint was given by Mahatma Gandhi. Even Mahatma Gandhi knows very well. Sriram is also they can go for their marriage. He has given date of their marriage. But again, called Sriram that he said that Sriram, I may not attend your marriage. And Sriram was a little disappointed. Of course, the marriage consent was given by Mahatma Gandhi. That was great joy. Sriram was thinking, he wants to make all the arrangements for his marriage. Gandhi was walking towards the prayer. Gandhi was walking towards the prayer place. At the time here, Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated, was shot dead, was killed by here. How R.K. Narayan, he wants to give a conclusion to the matter. Gandhi has given consent to the marriage of Bharati. That day, Mahatma Gandhi was killed. He was assassinated, he was murdered. The exact date was given by Narayan. That's on 30th of January 1948. So here, he concludes the novel dramatically. And he has given the exact date at the end of the novel. This novel. So this is the historical novel. Writing historical novel is not confined to one novel. Even Murtalas are C. Raja wrote historical novels. Pushwan Singh wrote historical novels. Chenna wrote historical novels. They belong to one particular generation. Even in later generation, some of the writers they wrote historical novels. Even in the early generation we can see now. These novels they have taken some historical. They have taken some the moments in Indian freedom movement, some particular incidents, some characters, some dates, some places historically, and they do that. And they have created some imaginary characters like Sridhar, characters like Bharati, They combined fact and fancy. This is historical. And even Murtaza is taken in his Murtaza, one of the greatest novels on history. Murtaza he took Akka, this ninja, as the protagonist of his, and he dared a lot to write a novel on accessibility. In fact, the novel was rejected. The manuscript was rejected by many publishers. Later, it was published. Now it's published in more than 100 countries, more than 100 languages. This is historical. Mahatma Gandhi was a character. Mahatma Gandhi was a character in Manchester. The novel understood. In fact, Mulkara Gandhi, he wrote a pamphlet. He wrote an article for the Journal of Mahatma Gandhi. Later, he prepared, he wrote a article for that. Here, R.K. Narayan utilized Mahatma Gandhi's knowledge. And from the beginning to the end, he motivated directly, he motivated indirectly, and this novel gets momentum, this novel gets a great remark for English teachers. Of course, whenever we want to discuss C. Rajarao. C. Rajarau's Kampapura. C. Rajarau's Kampapura is considered Salapura. Because in Kampapura, C. Rajarao, he said that Mahatma Gandhi is incarnation. Mahatma Gandhi is the incarnation of God. C. Rajarao wants to make his Kampapura a mythical story. In fact, see, the local Gandhi, Kantapura is a typical Indian, South Indian village. So there was a local Gandhi book. He played the role of Mahatma. He is called as a Mahatma. And he led the villages of Kantapura. The moment the civil disobedience movement that was given by Mahatma, he successfully took all the villages for the sake of Indian freedom. Here, C. Rajarao, he called Mahatma Gandhi as incarnation at this juncture. How historical characters gradually turning as mythical characters. History is turning as myth. History is turning as myth for us. In my observation, probably, the Ramayana and Mahabharata. Basically, they were historical. Later, the characters turned as legendary. Later, they turned as mythical, mythological characters. Probably after 200 years or 300 years, people want to treat Mahatma Gandhi as incarnation of God with us. That was written by C. Rajarao in his Kampapura. So history is gradually turning as myth, mythology. So there is a chance. Whenever we want to examine not only these three writers, even the writers Prof. Singh, writers like Chenna, Vishwa Sakami, and some of the writers, they concentrated to write in a monopoly. They concentrated to write on Indian partition. The instance that happened, Indian partition, whenever India was given freedom, and along with Pakistan, hundreds, thousands of grants of perished from both these two sides. Prof. Singh in his training Pakistan, for its a tragedy, he wanted to create a love story between Hindu and wife. This is dramatic. This is very dramatic. Because here in a novel, sometimes in a novelist, they want to attract the readers. The reader should read the novel from page 1 to the last page. Along with such romantic stories, along with such imaginative characters and incidents, they want to give historical facts to the reader. This is the basic purpose of the writer, especially the historical writer. Even in Chamanal's Ajadi, another great partition novel, Chamanal was a refugee. Even Prof. Singh was a refugee. They were born in Pakistan. They walked from Pakistan to India. to save their lives. The questions in Chenna, there were many historical events, especially on partition, was part of the recognition. Even in the novel Waiting for the Mahatma Arthur Narayan, and he purposefully, geniusly visualized his history. History is a background of his scholar, is commonly known as history. And such historical novels are very especially partition is concerned. They are written by many writers. Even today, some writers they concentrate and write on spoke, as I said earlier, Indian freedom movement and partition, they are great reservoirs. They are great reservoirs for Indian speakers. Fictional rendering, fictional characters, and this is a combination of history and fiction. Sometimes we get the combination of such novels are great. So writing historical novels is very big knowledge about even war and peace and some of the greatest novels even other such great historical novels by British writers, even Russian writers, even American writers. Even American Civil War that was a reservoir of American writers to write historical. Even Australian writers, he wrote historical novels. But whereas Indian freedom movement is a great reservoir of historical writers, they utilize the opportunity of Indian freedom movement and partition. Still, some of the writers they put their pen to write historical novels utilizing this Indian freedom movement and partition. Certainly, even today, the partition stories are being done here and there. Sometimes there are some unsung heroes. Sometimes there are some unsung heroes, and they should be brought into the picture. They should be brought into the main screen to highlight their sacrifice to the world. Certainly, even in the coming days, some of the writers they have to write historical facts, sometimes unsung heroes. At the time of only 1/4 of Indians we didn't know. And what was the importance of Indian freedom movement? And some noted corner of this country, some of the freedom fighters, they sacrificed their lives, their services to the Indian freedom movement. But they are absent. Even today, such unsung heroes should be highlighted, should be bring to the mainstream by the writers. Certainly, this will be a great opportunity for the new Indian writers in place. They can utilize this opportunity to write historical novels, especially to higher dance players. At this junction, I am so happy to hear the Andhra Pradesh State Council of Higher Education. Andhra Pradesh State Council of Higher Education has given me an opportunity to speak on Narayan's waiting for the At the same time, here, the chairman, actually, Professor Reddy, at the same time, the course coordinator, Dr. Bhaskar Garu, and some others, even the other vice chairman, vice chairperson, they have given me this opportunity. I thank very much to for this platform, this council. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Because the three-hour English literature of Indian system, one of the experts is Narayan. Made an elaborate discussion on this topic, making a point for the persons to understand what the importance of literature in our historical issues also. So, on behalf of every state of higher education, we thank you for presenting a beautiful book review today in the program, what the book, the review, every state of higher education.